Welcome to the website freejewishbook.com. This is an effort to pass around to Jewish people in the nation of Israel a very fine book that was published over 30 years ago called The Promise. Everyone likes to be given a gift, and if you can't get the gift immediately, at least you can be given a promise. And so that's what we believe God has done a long time ago, was to lay out a number of promises for us that someday we would have a leader who would lead us in righteousness towards peace and effectiveness in our lives. And 2,000 years ago, there was a man named Jesus. He was of a small town in Nazareth in the Galilee. And he had a fine education in the Torah, because when he was just 12, he was seen in the temple to be engaging the sages and teachers of wisdom with a knowledgeable understanding of God's law. He became a preacher when he was 30 and developed a large number of parables, which were sort of dark sayings, stories that were difficult to understand unless someone had a little bit of inspiration at the time that they were hearing it. And he gave over 30 of these. And I would be hard-pressed to invent one parable myself, much less to be able to make 30 of them. There was the saying from Isaiah that the dark sayings of old would be understood, and he certainly went a long ways towards bringing that prophecy to fulfillment. And there were other prophecies too that were made about the Messiah, having to do with his ascendancy, and also having to do with difficulties that he would have as he was going about with his life. And Jesus saw during his life ups and downs, times of popularity, and towards the end when he was rejected, first by a close friend and then by the leaders in the Sanhedrin, about 70 or so men. And then finally the Romans went ahead with the idea of just eliminating him completely, and this formed the basis for the conviction and the crucifixion, which became the cornerstone, the beginning of Christianity. But Christianity has to do with the Mashiach, the Messiah, the Anointed One, the person that has a special purpose. And Jesus saw his purpose was to bring new life, to promise eternal life to us. And so Jesus was the fulfillment of Old Testament promises, and now we see our heading in the direction of eternal life as a fulfillment of a promise that Jesus has given us, his followers. The book, The Promise, explains all this.